Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for tuning in here live on Beaufort Zone as we got another softball matchup here for you. We're back for the first time in 2026 for softball. We're live here at May River High School as they take on their down the road rivals a little bit of traffic circle away, Bluffton High School. Bluffton in the black and the green unis. The May River Lady Sharks in the gray with the blue trim as the first pitch is underway. Low. Going to start off with ball number 1 on the count. Apologize, the camera's a little bit crooked on this angle, but it's all the way out at center field, so it'll be a little bit of work for me to get back there and fix that, so bear with me. And we get ready to go. 1-0 the count. Evens the count at 1-1. Things are pretty much the same here so far this season as they were for the last couple of years. May River at the top of the region, and looks like they're coming down to a battle with Colleton County once again here in this region in 4A. And Bluffton's kind of, a little bit of the middle of the pack, same squad. There's some high-scoring softball games and, the struggle on the defensive side, but pretty much been the same there here in the region. And Beaufort is the one that kind of fell off so far this year, so Bluffton kind of rises up a little bit in those rankings, and a swing and a miss. Going to wind up strike number 2 to make the count 2-2. And that one straight back into the glass and nicely protected there. As you see, our camera mounted right in front of right behind the Blues head there is where our wide shot is mounted there. But the one thing I love about certain schools, and especially May River, is the fence behind the home plate there. So we go wide there. That one's going to go over to the right, a little dark as we're waiting for the field lights to come on. And that's going to be a first base hit for the Lady Bobcats.
Now batting for Bluffton, number 0, Keegan Ferguson.
Pitch 2. Now, pitcher's count here up 2-0 in the count. They're on the mound. They should have 0-2 is the professional way to say that. But looking for the K here. That one fouled off into the parking lot, and I'm not parked anywhere back there, so my windows are safe. And I always talk about it. There's a lot of confidence between baseball, softball fans, and how close they park to the field, knowing that there's going to be some foul balls, and they take that risk. And surprisingly, it's not a high amount of windshields that gets broken. That one fouled off to the right. Ferguson making contact with the couple of trying to avoid the K. That one low, dropping out the glove there. Ball number one. Ferguson takes her time and now is down in the count 3-2. I think I missed one there following the scoreboard. 3-2. Gets a piece of that one. Pops up to short. The throw, the first, gonna be safe on the hit.
Now batting for Bluffton, number 1, Kylie Holt.
A little bit of a bunt there to throw the first further out. But runner's going to advance to scoring position here for the Lady Bobcats.
Now batting, number 6, Riley Brabham.
And what a start with this be for the Lady Bobcats. Try to get out early here. Brabham gets a piece high over first base. And Bluffton going to score the first run of the night off a Brabham hit.
Now batting, number
And runners on the corners now for the Lady Cats.
number 7, Ellie Welch.
And it looks like we got a tag up to second by Brabham. Welch going to go off the side to get a little bit of bat coaching there. Just out of range there on the left and a wide shot. Gets a piece of that one. Go to home, save the run, going to be out. But now runners back to the corners here for the Bobcats, making the play at home, avoiding the punt. Nice call there. Excuse me, the point, excuse me, the run. So
Now batting number two, Sienna. The
so
Capeland
Ferguson out, Welch and Brabham on the corners, and Sienna now in the box. Apologize, forgot to clear the count there. A little low there, 2-1 goes the count in Sienna's favor. It's got the custom cleats with the Bobcats logo on it. Nice touch there. Foul ball off to the left. 2-2 the count. 2 outs. Runners on the corners for the Lady Cats. And a little bit of a tag up there. Goes Welch to get into scoring position. 3-2, the payoff on the way. And a swing and a miss for strike number 3. That's going to end the top of the first inning. We'll take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back here on Beaufort's Own. A little bit of a break. Bottom of the first we go. Bluffton with the 1-0 lead. Clark in the box. He receives strike number 1. hard swing for Clark off the mark. Goes down 0-2. That one just under the knees there. Received first ball. A little bit high. 2-2 evens up the count. Gets a piece of that one. And that one's going to be fouled off to the left. Two. Piece of that one. And that one's going to be caught down the left side. Beautiful catch for out number one. Bluffton playing well to start here.
Now batting for the Sharks, number 8, Savannah Johns.
And if you're the the Lady Cats, this is kind of how you want to start. Obviously, Maver versus the higher ranked team. They've kind of reigned supreme in this region for the last couple of years, and you're on their home turf and middle of the region there. Nice little bunt trying to run it out to first, able to get it done. But you want to get off to a good start, and this is kind of what you want to do if you're Bluffton so far. You allowed your first hit there, a little bit of a bunt, running it out the first there for the Lady Sharks, but this is kind of what you want to do here. But the problem is you got to keep that going if you're the Lady Cats, because the Lady Sharks are coming. Over the years, if they're off, they won't be off for too long. And so the question is, if you start fast, can you continue to hold off? Because no matter the way you slice it, the Lady Sharks are going to be on the way as soon as possible. Inside, ball 2. Try to get tagged the first. They're going to be safe. Dirtying up the uniform a little bit. Cracked over to the left side. Runner's going to advance to first and second.
Now batting for the Sharks, number 7, Olivia Nagel.
Gets a piece of that one, almost drops to a knee, trying to make the play the first. And gonna be out is gonna be the call, looks like.
Now batting for the Sharks, number 11,
Nagel tried to run it out there. Davis now in the box. So that one bounces and going to be foul. Apologize, I missed an advance there on my end. Runners two in scoring position for the Lady Sharks. Second and third. Now the pitch going behind. And a run home, and the Lady Sharks grab one. Another hit and run number two for May River. And with the lead here in the bottom of the first.
Now batting number 2, Hayden Swafford.
Davis, the lone lady on first base for the Lady Sharks. 2 runs in. Swafford fouls that one off to the left. That one pops up into the air, normally a routine play, and it will be for out number 3. And that'll do it for the bottom of the first.
Inning, your score,
Second on the way.
1, May River 2.
Madeline Buzetto now steps into the box for the Lady Cats. Gonna take a hard swing, comes up empty there. Popped up and near the gate there. That one, a nice bounce. Picked up at second, throw to first. Routine play and out for Buzetto.
Now batting for the Bobcats, number 14, Harper B.
Low to the inside, ball one. Hard swing, comes up empty. It was up in the count there. Makes it 2-1. Might as well take one there. Tries to swing again. 2-2, evens up the count. Low. Lady Bobcat singing a rendition of Holla Back Girl in the dugout there. Three-two payoff on the way, straight into the net. And a hard swing and out. And another K on the board.
Now batting number 9, Ashley Basil.
Fouled off. 2-2. Photographer got a little close there. Had to back her on up. 0 to the count, high, ball one. 2, gets a piece of that one, but going to be fouled off behind the Lady Cats dugout. All 2s on the boards. Top of the second, second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Gets a piece of that one. Missed the play at first, trying to run her down. It's going to be an error. It's going to round the bases. Going to try to make it to second. Probably should have stayed. And going to be out. What a wild play. And that's going to end the top of the first. We'll take a break here in the middle. Bottom of the second, on the way. Rice into the box for the Lady Sharks. Gets a piece of that one. He skirts past the shortstop and gonna make it to first.
Now batting, number 15, Mickey Morin.
Ball gonna fly by home plate. Off pitch and an advance to second. A little bit of confusion there, Rice. I'm not sure what was going on there. Just looking down at the roster to make sure I called correct names, and there's a little bit of just going around second base here. Picked up to the right, and a beautiful catch for the out. But Rice going to still make it to second, going to tag up.
Now batting number 4, Brielle Gillard.
Piece of that one to the left. Trying to make the play at first. And out. But a run for the Lady Sharks. Clear bases, 3-0 to count, 2 outs. Apologize. Wait. That was ball 3. I thought she wasn't at 3 pitches yet, but the scoreboard indicated differently. It was just adjusted there, so 3-0 to count. And that's going to be strike 1. Gets a piece of that one. Throw the first for out number 3. And that's going to end the second, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the third on the way. May River with the lead, 3-1 here on Beaufort Zone. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Beaufort Zone. Reese Frieden in the box. Swafford on the mound For the Lady Sharks, pitch low to the inside, ball number 1. Wind starting to blow, shake the camera as it chills a little bit here in spring. So speaking of the weather, check it out a little bit there. 61 degrees, which really isn't cold, but when you started getting the 70, 80-degree weather and then you turn around and go back to 61, it kind of throws you off a little bit there. So it feels like it was cold, but in those 20-degree days, these was t-shirt and shorts weather. He was ready for a 60-degree day. Frieden steps back into the box. Swafford gets ready to pitch. Pop dead center and going to be caught for the first out of the inning.
Now batting 0-0, Katie Ferguson.
Ferguson versus Swafford, the matchup here. That one a little bit high. Clark had to hop up for that one. Inside. Little pop on that one, but going to be off target. Ball number 3. That one low, 4-0, a walk. A little bit of mound visit from Clark. Let's talk to Swafford just a little bit. A little pep talk there. The first walk of the night. And back to the strikes for Swafford. Chips a piece of that one. Strike 2. Foul ball there. High swing and a miss. Out 3 and the K for Swafford.
Now batting number 6, Riley Brabham.
Brabham swings at that one a little bit late. at that too. Hard swing there. That one's a little bit to the outside. 1-2 goes the count. Over the time for Grabham. Outside. And the tough matchup, Beaufort and May River, 4-4. They're in the third. Two's on the board. Low pitch. 3-2 goes the count. Piece of that one. Taking a swing there. She got to swing now. 3-2 full count. Grabham and Swafford battling it out here with the full count. Gets a piece of that one to the center. It's going to drop. They're going to go to the corners and then tag up the second. Brabham, Frieden rounding the bases, making plays.
Now batting number 7, Ellie Welch.
Two runners in scoring position now for the Lady Cats. A hit there and an error at shortstop. And the run is going to come home for the Lady Cats. 3-2.
Now batting number 2, Sienna Whitmer.
It's a piece of that one going to be fall. Low for the ball. Fouled Once again, got a good piece of it that time, though. And a ball call, controversial there. They're not happy about that if you're a May River fan. It's 2-2. They swore that one was a strike. Had to pop on it. And there goes the strike and the out to end the top of the third, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on Beaufort Zone. Out number one. Berkeley gets a piece of that one, trying to run it out to first. Not going to be able to make it. Out number two. Bobcats making quick work so far here on defense.
Now batting, number 7, Olivia Nagel.
Strike one. Piece of that one cracked to the left. Strike two. Count evens here, 2-2. Inside and Nigel Gonna take a hit until first base. She will go.
Now batting number 11, Avery Davis.
3-0. I mean, excuse me, 2-0 the count. A piece of that one gonna be fouled off though. Three-two to count. Crack deep left. It's gonna be foul. Another one fouled off to the left. Still 4-4 in the third. Bottom of the third for the baseball game there in Beaufort versus May River. That one cracked to the left by Davis in a quick advance.
Now batting number 2, Cadence Wofford.
And they're going to call her out at third. Controversy. Apologize, was trying to snap some photos there. But out three going to be the call. And the Lady Sharks. And that's going to be the end of number 3. We'll take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back here. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here live on Beaufort Zone. Top of the fourth, getting ready to get underway. Buzetto gets a piece of that one, drops it right over the second base, and a first base hit for Buzetto.
Now batting number 14, Harper Dean.
Foul ball, just over into the bleachers. Wide on the bunt. Swing and a miss for strike number 3.
Now batting number 9, Ashley Basil.
Swalford, the pitch, that one tapped. And foul ball, moving it up 2-2 here in the count. It gets a piece of that one. Buzetto, and another error going to advance for the Lady Bobcats. Runners now on first and second.
Now batting number 3, Reese Reedon.
Freeding catching a piece of that one. Strike 1, that fouled straight back into the gate. That one low across the feet. So now bases loaded here for the Lady Cats
Jaden Ferguson.
with only one out. Ferguson, high pitch from Swafford. Two one, the count goes. Ferguson swung hard once again. Count evens 2-2. Rough start to the inning for Swafford, trying to inch closer to being able to escape with bases loaded. And that's going to be a K. On strike number 3. 2 outs.
Number 1, Kylie Bolt.
Voigt scoots back to avoid some damage to his shins there on that pitch. Right across the striping there. Piece of that one pops up, going to be caught easily by Nagel, and that's going to be out number 3 and in the top of the 4th. We'll take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back here on Bluffton. count evens up here, 1-1. That one cracked to the left side. And that's going to be fair. And probably after the error, could have made that a double.
Now batting number 1, Brooke Rice.
Caden Swafford, the pitcher, getting in some hitting action. Try to go for a bunt there. Missed the bunt on attempt number 2. Goes down 0-2 in the count. Pop fly going to be caught for the out. Tag up for the pinch runner, going to be safe. And going to stay at third.
Now batting number 15, Mickey Morin.
Two on the count. Gets a piece of that one. Slow roller down first, and Morin gonna run it and gonna be safe. That's run number 4 for May River. They want to argue that the call was a foul. Right now, 4-2 as it stands. Call will stand.
Good, 3 out, Miller.
Pop fly caught. bat of Milleron. You guys probably can't feel it at home, but I
Number
can
10,
as the temperature
Calvin Martin.
continues to drop here. That's going to be called fair as they round the bases. And that's going to be number 5 for May River and McKaylin Moore. Excuse me there.
Now batting number 8, Savannah Jones.
Bats are starting to get hot. That's number 6 off the bat of Johns. And Clark going to come home.
Now batting number 6, Charlotte Berkeley.
And another one to the left, going to advance. Runners to first and second. Apologize. Didn't clear the bases. Trying to keep
Now
up here on my side.
number 7, Olivia Nagel.
Another one popped out to the left and going to be caught there in left field for out number 3. We'll take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back
At
here
the end
on
of 4,
Beaufort
your new
Zone.
score, Bob.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And Brabham avoids a pitch there. Move move slightly out the way. To receive ball number 1. And that one skirts outside of the field. Goes right across the fence there. 2-2 foul. And Brabham turns to avoid that one. Probably could have wore that one a little bit. Get on base. And dodges another one. Brabham 3-1. And ball number 4 is going to end up in a walk.
Now batting number 7, Ali Welch.
Welch was looking for the bunt there. A little bit of confusion from Clark as she caught the ball but was still looking for it. She tried to go for a fake out there. Maybe that's what that was. Who knows? Welch made contact over the gate. And 4-4 in the top of the 5th. Pass ball. On an advance of Brabham over to second there. And that's going to be another K for Swofford.
Number 2, Sienna Potepa.
Sienna Potepa gets a piece of that one. And the throw to first, not able going to run it out. Going to be tagged at first by Niggle. Brabham going to tag up in the process. So she's going to be continue being in scoring position, but now on third with 2 outs. So
Number
get a little
15, Madeline Buzetto.
Buzetto got a hit in her last at bat. See if she can get a piece of one here, but to do her favor, throw a low ball. Buzetto gets a piece of that one, but going to be foul ball. temperature is 60, but it is a cold 60. I don't think we got used to 80-degree weather just that fast. 1-1, the count. Buzetta gets a piece of another one, but fouled off once again. Two after the foul ball, gets a piece of that one. Gets the second, the throw, the first. And gonna be out. We'll take a break. 6-2, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back here on Beaufort's Own. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the fifth, we go. Avery Davis in the box. Received the ball, first pitch. And that's ball number 2. Caught a piece of it, but still sent it a little bit backwards there. Foul ball. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching, go ahead and give us a little bit of a share, as we are only on YouTube. If you're a normal YouTube watcher, a lot of our fans do watch us on Facebook. That's a fair ball by Davis down the left side. But we are only streaming on YouTube moving forward. So if you would, give us a share. Let everybody know we're streaming live. Normally they're sometimes waiting for us on Facebook or Twitter or other platforms, but strictly on YouTube in the Beaufort County TV channel. For the bunt, trying to run it out. to first and is going to be able to make it. And a tag up by Davis and an error on third. Davis going to come home and another run for May River. And just like I mentioned here earlier at the beginning of the game, if you're Bluffton, you want to try to get off to a hot start, and they did earlier in the evening. Played well, but eventually May River is going to do what they do, and you understand why May River has been at the top of this region for the last couple of years. A great program that the Lady Sharks have here at May River High School. Tag up situation here with a pinch runner. And another run for May River. 8-2 to clear the bases. And it looks like we got a mound visit. Or circle visit, should I say, at this point. And it's 5-4. Beaufort with the lead over May River. That's an interesting score. Beaufort in the bottom of the region and way below 500, and May River in the top at the top of the region. Last time I checked, I believe they were 7-2. I think it might have been the record there for the May River. And down by one here at the top of the fifth. Just across the way, I can see the scoreboard from where I'm sitting. And then hit down the middle for Rice. And it's a single.
If you are missing a cellular device, it has been turned into the concession stand. Now batting number 25, Kendall Larson.
Larson watches that one go to the outside. Cracks a piece of that one low, but gonna be fouled off. Larson grabs a piece into the shortstop, not going to be able to make the play at second as it was overthrown by Welch. Rice on the run. Larson trying to go to third, a run going to score, and it's a triple for Kendall Larson and a run for the Lady Sharks. back, ladies and gentlemen, into the bottom of the fifth. There's going to be a pitching change for the Lady Cats. Kaczynski up to bat. Low roller there for Kaczynski. Ball number one. First at bat here this evening. And the bats are hot for the Lady Sharks. Kaczynski trying to take her turn here, but 2 balls in a row there to go up 2-0 in the count. Don't forget she's got Larson on third. Larson with the triple just before the pitching change and a run home. 9-2, Lady Sharks with the lead. And the wind might be affecting the pitching here. Decided to wait for it was Kaczynski. Got a little bit comfortable there, but 3-0 the count. 3-1 rather. And that's going to be number 4 and a walk for Kaczynski.
Now batting number 10, Callie Clark.
And runners on the corners now for the Lady Sharks. Clark back on the base. Pitching off, going to tag up. And trying to come home. Going to be tagged out for the first out, but a runner going to go to third. And Kaczynski make her way around. One oh the count, make it 2. First strike there. Beaufort with the lead, 6-4, going into the top of the 6th. Short hop, quick hit the third. Runner going to score. That's Kaczynski. And Clark going to first. Lady Sharks starting to stuff the stat sheet now.
Number 8, Savannah Johns.
And a bunt. John's going to try to run it to first, but going to be out. Braylon Rogers making the play. Clark going to make it to second, though. Berkeley. Steps into the batter's box, receives pitch number 1, going to be a ball. one going to be fouled off to the left. On the count, gets a piece of that one, going to be fouled off once again. That one high in the middle. Rogers calling for it, makes the catch. Out number 3. And that's going to do it for the end of the 5th. Top of the 6th on the way.
Bobcats, 2 Sharks.
B dodges the first pitch from Swafford. Ball one. B pops that one up in the middle and is going to touch grass. A little confusion, I guess. Nobody called for the ball there. Too many bodies are on the same spot. Rogers first at bat here today. Was in that rotation last year for the Lady Cats. Two one goes the count. Full count goes 3-2. Low on the ground for the walk.
Number 3, Reese Frieden.
Ball going to pass by. Runner's going to advance to second and third. One the count here. That one's going to be way high. And a run going to score for the Lady Cats. It's Harper B. And a full count. 3-2. Going to elect a mound visit from Clark. That one cracked to the right, straight down the first base line, and another run. And then comes Rogers. And a single. The pitching change is going to happen, and we're going to take a break, ladies and gentlemen, here on Beaufort's Own. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After the pitching change, you see Miss Olivia Niggle now in the circle, and it's a hit for Ferguson. Out, going for the double play. They're going to call 2 outs. And the bases are clear.
Now with bat number 1, Kylie Holt.
Defense is there, but gets by the glove of Nago to throw to first. And 3 outs just like that. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a break here as we go to the bottom of the 6th here on Beaufort's Own. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 6th underway. Nagel's doing everything here now. She's now off the mound, and now she's first in the rotation here in this at-bat to start the inning. And she cracks one off to the left. It's going to touch grass. She's got a single. Can she make it a double? And she's going to slide and stand pat at second base.
Now with bat for the Sharks, number 11, Avery Davis.
Davis takes a swing off the mark. Strike number 1 for Davis. The bunt for Davis. They're going to call foul.
Now at bat for the Sharks, number 2, Caden Swafford.
Gets a piece of that one. Going to advance to first. And Nagel going to stay safe at home. Excuse me, at third.
Now batting for the Sharks, number 1, Brooke Ross.
Runners on the corners now for the Lady Sharks. Stolen base there for the Lady Sharks. So now runners are both in scoring position as that one rolls across the clay there. 2-0 the count in favor of Rice. I apologize, lost count. That was number 4, so the bases are now going to be loaded for the Lady Sharks here. And that one cracked down the left field. There's run number 1, and here comes run number 2 for the Lady Sharks.
Number 5, Kylie Kaczynski.
Kaczynski pops one up to the left, going to be caught. And that was out number 2. I'm really slipping here. I missed a out here earlier, I guess. I don't recall the out, but there's 2 on the board, so 2 outs here. 2 runners on. And the pitch.
Number 10, Callie Clark.
And Rice playing around in the background there. That one smacked to the left field. Cross grass to throw to home to try to prevent the run, but the bases are going to be loaded.
Number 8, Savannah Johns.
Johns gets a piece. There's an error. And one more run for May River and some confusion. She's going to be out. Is she going to be able to make it home? She will. Up error. And another run for May River. Put 14 on the board. And that's going to be ball game as the 10-run rule, the mercy rule. I want to thank everybody for tuning in here live on Beaufort's Own. My name is Javon Livingston, here live for Beaufort's Own, our sponsor BCTV. Coming to you live from May River as they take down Bluffton 14-4 on the mercy rule here at the bottom of the 6th.